I wish moms knew that they're overcomplicating the process, and I think social media is playing into that big time. I think we see images of what people are doing in their own homes. We've never had that much access to what everyone else is doing, and we forget that what is instinctive and what is right for our family is right for our family. We've never had access to this much information or this many insights into people's homes. So when you're scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, you're seeing what everyone's doing, and it makes it feel like everyone's got it figured out and everyone's making food from scratch for every meal and everyone's offering 50 different vegetables a week to their kids. And I feel like we're forgetting that what we know instinctively about ourselves and our family and what we can accomplish in our own lives is good enough. I just feel like I feel like I never want to be part of the problem, right? But when you put out content and information, sometimes we just have access to too much of it. And I think we're making it harder on ourselves. And unfortunately, we're making ourselves feel like we're never going to be living up to anything good enough. Do we remember our moms and what we did in the 80s and 90s, guys? Do we remember, what was that like frozen dinner that was like the penguin on it, the blue frozen dinner? Like we ate a lot of stuff that a lot of people would not probably feed their kids nowadays. Like we are doing great. We have such high expectations and so much pressure on ourselves, and we need to drop it because it's okay if we just get food on the table. That's good enough sometimes. Good question. Use leftovers. So anytime you're prepping something that has a little left over, you can throw it in their lunch. It's okay for them to eat things cold. And I know it sounds kind of weird, but like the biggest, most popular lunch at my school right now from our book is cold ravioli. Kids are literally doing cheese or spinach and cheese ravioli, and they're dipping it in marinara sauce or tortellini. It is like gone completely viral at my kids' school. Everyone's eating it, and I laugh because it's from the book. And it's a great way to use up leftovers. A lot of times kids like it, just like think cold pizza, right? And then it's also less work for you. You can also utilize foods that you're already prepping for dinner and just cut off pieces of it and throw it in the lunch. So if you're cutting up cucumbers for a salad or tomatoes for some dish, add it to their lunch right away. So you're saving time, but you're also saving money because you're not buying completely separate foods just for their lunch. Sure, a few things. I love that you mentioned the power struggle because that's the biggest issue. The more we push, the harder they're going to push back on us. And a lot of parents think it's their job to control how much their kid eats. It's not really your job to make them eat, it's your job to let them eat. That's a powerful quote from a feeding therapist named Jenny McLaughlin. And I love reminding parents of that because we think that we have to have this tight grip on everything our kids eat if they're struggling with food, and we have to micromanage every bite and we have to watch them as they eat. And in fact, that's actually working against us. It's making them less likely to eat. If you were stared at while you ate, you probably wouldn't want to eat either. We have to give up some of that control, and we have to let our kids explore, both with just time spent around food in the kitchen, at the grocery store, and also explore with their hands. Just give them a chance to try new foods without us forcing it on them. Parents don't realize how much pressure they're putting on their kids, and they're not doing it because they're being bad parents. They're doing it because they're scared. They want their kids to grow well and they want them to be healthy, and they might be getting pressure from outside sources. But unfortunately, that pressure only backfires when we apply it to kids in picky eating. They only can control so much in their life. And one way they exert control is how much they put in their mouth. And especially if they're struggling with how it feels in their mouth or how it feels in their body, they're not motivated to eat something that, they don't have an appetite for, and somebody is forcing them to eat. So the more we kind of let go a little bit on that, the more success we see over time. Now, if your kid is an extraordinarily picky eater and there are so many struggles and stresses over this and your family needs more assistance, you do not need to do this alone. You can talk to your doctor about talking to a feeding therapist. This should not be excruciating and awful, and sometimes you need extra support in that way.